Welcome, Winnebago citizens, to Rodeo Time University. We're here on the beaches of Winnebago. The national anthem is over, so get ready to hock it in them, bareback riders. I've brought along number one, the famous bronc Boone, and a fellow long-haired hippie, Mr. Tilden Hooper, bareback rider extraordinaire. He's going to help us with the basics of bareback riding.
Hello everyone, I'm Tilden Hooper, bareback riding extraordinaire. Oh, you just said that.
Yeah, that was a good intro. Felt good.
I did. All right,
really
now that we're
flowed.
rolling.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well,
Talk to us. What are we going to do first there?
we're going to talk about some of the equipment we got here. Your bareback rigging, your suitcase type handle. We're going to rig up old Boone here, go through a little procedure, show you what the equipment's for, what we use it for, show you how to get in, out on one safe, how to go out there and keep it 90.
Dale, yeah.
All right.
Let's get that rigging. Boone, get ready.
We're going to leave my spurs over there. A lot of horses have heard about me.
Yep.
And they see the spurs come out, they start getting real nervous.
Hey,
We don't want that. We don't want that for Boone.
I've been there. What kind of rigging you riding?
We got a Barstow ProFlex high lift right here. Just your standard handle straight off the body. Just regular old high lift rigging. Nothing fancy.
They, what was it, like 6-7 years ago, they started pushing them out just a little bit?
Yeah, and that's actually what I usually ride with, but I had a collision with the handle of my last one, and so had to get this one on the quick.
I understand.
Yeah.
Do you do anything kind of like bull riders stretch a bull rope? You kind of stretch out a
Yep.
rigging?
I actually did that yesterday with this one, stretched it out.
Is this the first horse it's been on?
This is the first horse.
Are you gonna? So are you riding this one from this
Absolutely.
point forward?
From this point forward, this rigging will go to San Antonio, Texas. Hopefully perform well enough there to get to go for the rest of the year.
Is how many rides you get on a rigging?
I usually ride 2 a year, so hopefully 50 rides.
So technically, Dale Brisby will have spurred a horse in this rigging before you have.
There's a good chance of it, yeah. Which that seems like a good sign.
Are we going yet?
We're gonna pull some, yeah.
Is this so?
Here's a little side note for you. Quick trick. Not everybody out there's doing. Excuse me. So the way I tie my rigging off, you want to go through the back here. Some guys go through the front. I used to. I don't anymore. I think this flows better. Come back through there, back to the front. We're going to take these, tuck them out of your way. That way when you're spurring, you don't get your spur hung up in them. We probably pull it a little tighter than that if we're going to ride, but for demo purposes, that's plenty tight enough.
And you want it tighter than this, for what reason?
Well, I'll tell you what you're looking for when you're looking for how tight it is. You want to get it right back behind the withers there, that way it has a stop. But you want to check it this way and make sure it's got a stop going this way. You know, you see guys get in there and go to pulling on them, pulling back that way. I've yet to see one come off that direction unless the cinch and everything breaks. So you check to make sure it's got a stop here. That way when the horse gets his head down and is bucking, your rigging don't just go clean over the front. So you want to make sure it's not got a lot of rock in it. And I mean, you're not trying to hock it in them any more than you have to. So you're just looking for that stop right there, and that should be plenty tight enough, especially for what we're doing. When you get this thing and you get yourself cinched up here, you want to take, and we've already got it done, but you take the tail of this latigo, go out the back there, pull it through like that, back through the front of that D-ring, and then same with your other side. Cinch it down, get them tucked out of the way, that way you don't get your spur or something hung up in it. Get it like that. And then when you're checking to see, you want to make sure it's tight enough because you don't want it to go over the front, you know, and you definitely don't want it to slide off to the left or right. So right now this is quite a bit looser than what I would ride it with, but I mean, for the purpose of what we're doing, it's good. But when you're checking, you want to make sure that it's got a stop going this way, because if it's still moving like it is right now, the horse would be bucking, get his head down. Next thing you know, you're going over the front. I've never done it. Hopefully I never do. Have you ever done it?
No, I've never been over the front on a bareback horse.
No,
I've ripped a lot of bareback riggings up off the horse.
Is it true that when you used to ride, they had to take like 4 more bolts back here and bolt them down with something special? That way you didn't just rip the handle clean off?
That, and I didn't use a glove. I would just ride barehanded.
It seems like the fairest thing for the other guys.
Yep.
So, glove. Dale Brisby doesn't use one, but I do. Most other, I haven't met anyone yet that doesn't use one besides him. So, anyway, you want to get you a good glove. That's, I mean, you can cut a lot of corners, but equipment's probably not the one to do it in. I mean, this is what's hanging on to you. You're hanging on to it. This is how you're gonna make your living. So spend the money, get you a good B-bar B glove here. Sean Shields. That's he makes the ones guys ride with everywhere. You know, I have a guy. I don't really like him that much as a person, but he's really, really good at setting these gloves up. His name's Colton Wiley. He's out of Weatherford, Texas. Does a great job with the gloves, but he's just, he's kind of a dweeb, not a very nice guy, not very cool.
Loose cannon.
Who's cannon?
Loose cannon.
Loose cannon. He is definitely a loose cannon. Anyway, Buddy makes a great bareback glove. That's who I use, and a few other guys. Anyway, so invest in a good glove. I left this leather off here on purpose so you can see, build you a bind point underneath there with this epoxy. So what you're looking for here, a lot of guys always ask, you know, how tight you want it. I want it to where I can squeeze on it. If it's too tight, you can't squeeze on it. And if you can't squeeze on it, you can't lift on it. And so what I'm looking for is when my hand comes around, I'm wanting there to be pressure on these 3 fingers right here. And so that'll stop right there. And so my glove, it has this, they call it a tit in the back. And so we'll wedge this thing in there. And then whenever I crack it around, it's going to meet up right there, and it's not going to stop. So that's what we're looking for. It's not so tight that I can't squeeze on it. It's tight. It's loose enough that I can squeeze on it. I can get my hand out easy enough. Everything's good. Goes in fast, comes out fast, stays in. That's what you're looking for as far as a glove and rigging setup, I would say. All right. Well,
Shap's back, hat down, glasses on.
We're going to get a little bit more into the mechanics of it right now. We're going to keep it simple. Bareback riding is definitely not rocket science. You can look at some of the bareback riders and tell that immediately.
Yep.
All right. Main thing, hand in the rigging. Squeeze on the handle hard as you can. If you're not squeezing, you're not lifting. Next step, you can take your booty boo and you can put it right up there on them bolts. Get your booty boo on the bolt.
I don't feel like it's got enough.
It's not. But
you're good.
We're not going to do that to Boone right now.
Just a little more, Boone.
All right, Boone. Suck it in.
What if he bucks? You know what I'm saying? Like, I just got to be ready for anything.
Actually, everything I told you about bareback riding works when they're bucking. That's kind of the point.
Oh, okay.
So you should be good.
So, 5 things. Number 1.
Number 1.
Killer instinct. Got that. Check. Number 2.
Number 2. Good Barstow rodeo equipment.
Number 3.
Physical fitness. Should be all right.
Number
all
4.
Right. Number 4. You're going to get
the nod. And then number 5, the look. I'll do after.
All right. So squeeze on the handle. Booty boo on the bolts. Lean back. Make it tight. Get the arm tight. Lean back. Chest out.
Okay, boys. Hold on. I got to give my play a nod.
play nod.
Open that gate!
Nope. There you go. Great mark out. All right, keep the shoulders back. Setting the feet.
Back, boys!
He's got him.
That's right in my
Holy
wheelhouse.
moly. He's a natural.
Wheelhouse, boys! Woo! Woo! Boone's bucking, and I'm spurring him.
Yep, good job, good job. All right, no pickup, man. Roll to your belly. All right, now get the look, get the look. There you go. Yeah.
45, 45.
45 on one side, 45 on the other. 90 points for the cowboy.
I don't know. I just came up with that.
You're just taking things and you're making,
Now I gotta go get my hat.
them your own. That's awesome. That's what we're looking for.
Do I need like a hat guy? Can I go get it? Is that
A lot
cool?
of times
Do I
your
just
hat's
leave it?
not going to stay on.
No, I'm saying, do I have to go get my hat?
Well, what I like to do is I like to kind of buck it off the first jump. Then I like to kick it the next jump, kind of kick it over to my other foot, kick it again, and then let the horse kick it into the air, is what I try to do every time.
Plan for that, huh? Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, that's bareback riding 101 on the beaches of Winnebago with Dale Brisby and Tilden Hooper. Mostly Dale Brisby though.
Tilden Hooper, bareback specialist, and that's bareback riding 101.
What was wrong with mine?
Oh, I thought I was going to do it. You did all right.
On to the next one, I guess.
My card says bareback specialist. What does yours say?
Mine says bull rider legend.
Okay, well, it seems like I should do the closing then if it's bareback 101, right?
Okay, fine. You do it. You do it.
I just did it.
Hey, it's a tough crowd out there.
It's done.
Oh,
The deal is
okay, fine. Fine.